Hello 7L, it's Miss Kenny here, and I am going to show you today how to make a jointed puppet. I was just going to show you in class, and I thought, no, you're all going to crowd around, it's going to be really difficult to see, so instead I'm just going to make a video for you, and we'll watch it on the big screen. So this puppet is one that was made by a previous class. I'm using a bit of a different template this time, but this is in general what the jointed puppets look like. So obviously you can see you've got all the different body parts. When you put on a puppet show, you can make them move, you know, do whatever you like, even things that are a bit unnatural, like putting your knee backwards like that. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So you're going to be starting off with a sheet that looks like this. So you can see this one tells you how it goes together, and this one is the bit that you're going to work on. Now, we don't really want to colour in this side because it's got the writing on it, and we don't want the writing to be visible on our puppet. So instead, we're going to flip it. And you can see that even though it's the flip side of the paper, it's dark enough so that you can see through it. So I'm going to go ahead and think about what I want my character to look like. Let's show you like what this one looked like, lots of different colours. I've got my pencils here. Use pencils, textures, whatever you might like. I'm not going to show you all of the colouring in. I think I'm going to do some bare legs, so I might start off here. You can tell that that would take ages. Oh, I'm making the camera rock. That would take ages, so I'm going to do this off camera and then I'll come back to you. All right, so this is post colouring in. You can see that you don't have to do a very good job with the colouring in and stay inside the lines because you're going to cut them out anyway. So it's really not a big deal. I actually made the girl's head a bit bigger because it looks kind of small for her body. So you might find that as well. You can always go around. I'm going to use my scrap paper to make some hair and stuff for her, and I might even pop some shoes on her as well. I've just sort of made her barefoot. And so what you need to do now, and I'm just looking, yes, I do have some scissors, good, on my desk. I'm going to go over this way, and then I'm going to cut all these pieces out. And I'm going to cut to the outside of, it's quite a thick line, okay, and I'm going to cut to the outside of the line here, like this. This obviously is the left leg, and then you'll see that I'm cutting off all those scribbly bits there because that is how it works. All right, so that's 1 foot. Looks a bit weird on the other side, doesn't it? 1 foot, done. And so I think I'm definitely going to put shoes on her. Those toes look ridiculous. So now it's literally just a matter of you going and cutting out all the bits. So obviously don't look at it from this side because you won't be able to see the lines anymore. But if you flip it over, and you can cut those all out, and then you'll just have a pile of body parts. Alrighty. So here we are back again. Got all of my pieces of person cut out. And now we need to stick them onto some cardboard. And the only cardboard I had was gold cardboard at home, so I'm going to get a little bit fancy here. I'm also going to be a bit smart. Here's my glue. And I'm going to use this part here as the base that I can glue on. Someone has wound my glue down so far. Sorry, this is a bit boring, isn't it? Let's go glue. Ew, that's weird. All right, and now you're going to go to the side that's got the writing on it. You're going to put your glue on there. And then you're just going to stick it onto the paper. All right, just make sure every bit is stuck down nicely like that. The order totally doesn't matter. So I'm going to put an arm beside the leg. All right, and this is just to make it a little bit more stable. It does mean that we have to cut them out again, but colouring in the little pieces of paper is annoying. And also, if you try and colour in wet glue paper, it's just going to break. So we do double the cutting, but we actually have a better finished product. So you can probably see here, I'm just going to stick this down. I'm trying not to waste my cardboard. So I'm sticking them all down like this. I did notice that when I was doing my colouring, and I don't know if you will find the same thing, that even though I could see through the paper, I sometimes didn't do a very good job of figuring out where to colour. And so I had to go back and go over a few little bits that were still white after I'd cut them out. All right, so I'll finish doing this. And once I've done this, you can guess what I'm going to do next. I am going to cut all the pieces out again, but this time I'm cutting them out of the cardboard. So I'll be back when all these are reinforced cardboard pieces. All right, so I'm coming back to you one more time just to show you this is the cardboard with all the bits stuck on it. Here we go, scissors again. If you do this with a partner, it's probably going to be a lot quicker because you'll be able to do your cutting in half the time with 2 people, which is pretty awesome. So I'm just going to go and I always find, I don't know if you find this, but I like to cut out the pieces first, just roughly, and it makes it easier to go around and cut out like this. Trying to get as closest to the edge as I can. This cardboard, my gold cardboard, is quite thick. The one that, is that a foot? Yeah, it is. Yeah, she's definitely going to have to wear some shoes. It's totally square feet. Has anyone read The Witches by Roald Dahl? The witches have squared off feet with no toes. Maybe this person is a witch. All right, back in a sec. All right, so this is taking me a little bit longer than I thought. So I reckon in one class, we're probably lucky if we get up to this point. So I'll probably make this part 1 of my video, and then I'll make a part 2, just because I have to keep them to 10 minutes. But what I found was really handy is that I actually cut all those bits, you know, just roughly out, and then I can go and cut the detailed version. So kind of cutting everything, you know, 3 times, but that's all right. Also realizing that I haven't done the best job of gluing. And how I can tell that is that this finger is coming off. So if that happens to you, you just got to go back with your glue. Give it a little bit more glue and stick it on. And then keep cutting.